Hello, my name is James Batchelor and today I'm with Snow's Volvo to take a look at this, the brand new Volvo C40 Recharge. The future of Volvo cars is electric, and the C40 is the latest step in Volvo's electric journey. The Swedish brand has already launched an electrified version of every model in its range. Now it's launched its first car designed to be pure electric only. Not only is the C40 Recharge the next step in Volvo's electric journey, but it's also its next step when it comes to coupes. Now, Volvo's coupe history dates right the way back to the 1960s with the P1800, and when Volvo produces a coupe, it's always stunning. The C40 is no exception. It's the sister car to the premium SUV, the XC40, but the C40 is really marked out with its more coupe-like roofline, and round at the back end, it gets this neat integrated rear spoiler. The front end is also different too, and it introduces a new face for Volvo, particularly with these new headlights. Now they feature 84 pixel LEDs, which not only give a powerful beam, but they also adapt to oncoming traffic to prevent dazzling. Now, if you've been in an XC40, it'll all feel very familiar in here, and that's because the XC40's minimalist design is carried over, as is the infotainment system. It's Google-based and it's an absolute joy to use, and it supports over-the-air updates. The C40 does have some unique characteristics though. It gets its own selection of colour and deco options, and it's the first Volvo to be completely leather-free. Space in the back is very generous, and the boot is of a good size too. An electric tailgate comes as standard. The C40 also gets a frunk, or in other words, extra storage under the bonnet, which is perfect for storing the charging cables. Right then, let's take the C40 out for a drive. Now there are two versions of the C40 Recharge, a single motor and a twin motor. Now the single motor, rather obviously, comes with one electric motor. It sends 231 horsepower to the front wheels. It's powered by a 69 kilowatt hour battery, giving a claimed range of 269 miles. The car we're in though is the twin motor, so there's an extra electric motor on the back axle, making this four-wheel drive. Now it's powered by a big battery, 78 kilowatt hours to be precise, and those twin motors give, wait for it, over 400 horsepower. Now with over 400 horsepower, this is a quick car. 0 to 62 takes just over 5 seconds, and when you put your foot to the floor, you absolutely fly. It's incredible to think a modern day Volvo has such performance on tap. Not only are there huge levels of performance, but there's also huge levels of comfort. This is a very comfortable car to drive indeed. The suspension is really well judged. The ride never feels uncomfortable. It glides down the road. And the seats, well, in my opinion, Volvo make the best seats in the business. Now you can tell Volvo has been producing electric cars for quite some time, because this just feels so sophisticated to drive. It's just simple things like the throttle pedal. There's a good amount of feel through the throttle pedal, including the brake pedal. Now, brake pedals in electric cars, they can quite often feel very numb, but in this car they really don't. It just feels like you're driving a petrol car in many respects. The steering is nice and light, there's good visibility. It just makes it a very quiet and very refined and very easy car to drive. Not only is this car very comfortable and very refined, you can also tweak the driving experience. If you go into the driver settings, you can choose from a hard steering feel, that's to give a more sporty feeling. But you can also choose one pedal driving. Now this is very clever. It's particularly of use around tight, congested city streets. One pedal driving allows you to, well, it means that you don't have to use the brake. So as soon as you lift your foot off the throttle, the car comes to a complete halt. Now let's talk about charging. Now the first thing to say is you won't be charging this car up that often at all, because depending upon which version you go for, you've got up to 270 miles on a full charge. Volvo also throw in 3 different types of charging cable, and when you plug this car into a 7 kilowatt home wall box, you're looking at a charge time of around 12 hours. Also, rather impressively, the C40 Recharge can take a charge from a 150 kilowatt rapid charger. Plug into one of those and you're looking at a 0 to 80% recharge time of around 30 to 40 minutes. So there we are then, that is the Volvo C40 Recharge. For any more information or to book a test drive, speak to Snow's Volvo in Winchester and Southampton.